What's up, guys? Back here with another video, and I'm going to be giving my reaction to UFC Fight Night. Thiago Santos versus Johnny Walker. Great fight, great card, and I always say, watch UFC Fight Nights, because 99% of the time, doesn't go to a decision, and if it does, it's usually a great fight. All those guys are up-and-coming talents, prospects, or whatnot, and it was a great card. And if you're new, welcome. Hit the subscribe button, ring that bell to get all notifications. Let's get right to it. So we just had Thiago Santos versus Johnny Walker. Great fight, great main event. But first, I just want to say Antonina also in the prelims fought. Yeah, I feel like she just needs to. I think it's like her second or third loss now. I feel like you have your sister who's really well-rounded and the champ of the division. Like, I don't know. I expect her ground game to be a lot better. That just shows that she does not work on it as much. Because if you're working on your ground game, you're not gonna look how she did tonight. She did well in the first defending, and she got back up to her feet and whatnot. Second round came, she got taken down early, and it was over. And I feel like, I'm just screaming at my TV, like you can't bump somebody while they mount. You can, but not when they up there. And jiu-jitsu guys know you can't bump somebody off of you if they're not low, if they high guard, if they high on your mount. Like, it's super hard to bump people out. You have no choice either to probably turn to your back or turn a little bit to your back and try to hip escape out to get into half guard or to get into a better position, for you not to be stuck in mount. She was just stuck, lost. She was trying to bump her opponent. Meanwhile, from where her opponent was, she was in high mount, like super hard to bump. You won't be able to bump her off. Like, I think it's ridiculous. I think she's a good multi-fighter, but she just needs to work on her ground game severely if she's going to last any longer in the UFC. Anyways, fast forwarded to the co-main event of the evening, Kevin Holland versus Caldocas. Man, what a fight that was, that it lasted. It sucked the way it ended, but I'm happy that it was called a no decision. Well, no contest, excuse me. A no contest, and not winning by a rear naked choke, because obviously Kevin Holland definitely went out, man. Like, it was bad. It was ugly. Kevin Holland, his takedown before the headbutt looked really good. He was staying up on his feet. He just looked at like he definitely went and worked on his takedown and his takedown defense, or his takedown defense, I should say, keeping it on the feet for him to use his striking, talk a little smack or whatnot, and unfortunately he got hit with a headbutt. They both clash of heads or whatnot, and it definitely knocked him out. His eyes rolled back. He hit his face on the canvas. He got back up as soon as he got hit, and I'm glad Dan Mercliata let it go on for a while, until he got caught with the rear naked choke. And I'm glad they took their time, went and reviewed it. Thank God they put this replay thing. Now that the fights are doing that, it can either help or it cannot. I believe in a boxing match, it was Andrew Maloney, I think, versus Joshua Franco. I think it was Andrew, one of the Maloney brothers, and they fought, and they were trying to say that Maloney hit him with his thumb, with the boxing gloves or whatever. He hit him in the thumb, and they was there for like 30 minutes to decide that it was due to a thumb in the eye, that his eye swelled up. But ridiculous. They got that call wrong. But thank God, the UFC guys, and it was ultimately up to Dan Mercliata. He called it a no contest. I'll take that. I'll say let them run it back. I think that would have been a great fight. Kevin Holland showed improvement in the takedown defense, and yeah, I'm glad that hopefully, most likely, they're gonna run it back, and then we're gonna see who's gonna be the clear winner of that fight. And before I get to the main event, Alex Oliveira versus Nico Price. Man, Nico Price, came out, titty tap a little bit, them going back and forth with strikes, and then Nico got into the clinch, got the takedown, dominating him on the ground, for that whole first round. Landed a little bit of a ground and pound and whatnot. Fast forward to the second and third. Second and third, definitely Oliveira woke up in the second round a little bit. Back and forth affair. you know, but, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, it was a good fight and whatnot, you know, so great fight from both guys. Now, for the main event of the evening, Thiago Santos versus Johnny Walker. What a fight. You know, a lot of people, I was thinking myself that this is not going to go out the first round. But the way both of them fought tonight, you know, showed improvement in both of their, you know, I think Johnny Walker in the beginning came out really strong, a lot of leg kicks, you know, landed a lot of leg kicks, like super a lot, you know. And for Thiago Santos having both knee surgeries, it's just crazy taking kicks to the knees. I'll be scared, shitless. Um, you know, the second round, you know, more even. Santos woke up a little bit, threw some body kicks. You know, both of them threw a lot more leg kicks than they did punches today. You know, third round, you know, it started shifting little by little to Thiago Santos, had beautiful body kicks. You know, I think, you know, it was a hard fight to score, you know. Fourth round could have went to Johnny or whatnot. Fifth round, definitely Thiago Santos. And I think Thiago Santos got the victory. You know, he landed the bigger shots, you know, outside of just throwing leg kicks. He landed the bigger shots. He did throw. He threw and he landed well, even though they had Johnny Walker up in points or whatnot. But I feel like most of his points that he got for his strikes just came from the leg kicks. So that's what he threw a lot of. A lot of leg kicks, front kicks, you know. He threw a little bit with the hands, but not really landing much. Thiago Santos landed a lot more with his hands and his legs. You know, towards the ending of the fight, you know, they, you know, had moments of slugging it out. I don't know how the hell Johnny Walker stood standing when he took that nasty overhand, you know, to his face. You could hear the thud. You know, that's the only cool thing about the Apex. I think it's cool. You know, you get to hear everything. You get to hear the coaches, you know, coaching, you know, their fighters and whatnot. It was a good calm performance. Johnny Walker also, from everybody seeing him going crazy all the time, you know. And I feel like what Dean Thomas said is kind of true. Johnny Walker, his defense is not all there. You know, it's something that he probably has to work on. You know, anybody can go offense, and you know he's a big dude. So him being the bigger guy for most of the guys that he fights, you know, he's able to come forward and just dominate his opponents like that. You know, yeah, it's gonna be an interesting thing to see what's gonna happen in the near future. And then also UFC 267. I thought it was gonna be a pay-per-view card, but now they're saying that it's not gonna be. And I think that's just because, you know, I don't think the pay-per-views are probably gonna do that well, or they just decided to just literally put that card for free. You know, either way, it's gonna be a great card. Creating out of fights today. That's my reaction, guys. Leave a like, leave a comment if you guys wish to leave a comment, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.